who had 2 horses die in races this week has been suspended indefinitely by Churchill Downs. This happened within the past hour. Trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. must pull all of his horses effective immediately. Churchill Downs saying their decision, quote, follows 2 highly unusual sudden deaths of his horses. Earlier this afternoon, the Kentucky Board of Stewards made the decision to scratch all of his horses, including Derby horse Lord Miles, and now Churchill Downs Incorporated is suspending Joseph indefinitely. The Kentucky Public Protection Cabinet and the Horse Racing Commission saying in a statement, quote, we fully support the stewards' actions today to ensure the safety of our equine and human athletes while an investigation is ongoing into the unusual circumstances surrounding these tragic fatalities. This all comes after earlier today, Derby contender Practical Move was scratched by his trainer for the Derby. This allows Louisville's Dale Romans to enter a horse in the Derby. We certainly have a lot to talk about here tonight, about 2 days before the Derby with sports director Ken Spencer. And Ken, of course, not unusual for horses to scratch in the days before the Derby, but the circumstances for Saffie Joseph, very unusual. That word now being used by authorities.
Yeah, and it all started on Saturday night. Opening night when he had a horse collapse and die on the track. And once again, just the other day, had another horse collapse and die on the track. And he even said yesterday outside of his barn where Lord Miles was stalled that he didn't know. He was looking for answers. And it definitely says by the stewards that they want answers in this case. They're going to do a full investigation, hence why they have taken all of his horses off the cards and suspended him immediately. As for Practical Move, this is a scratch that definitely rocks the field. He was coming in as the Santa Anita Derby winner and was second in betting as of this morning. Practical Move trained this morning at Churchill Downs, but later on, Tim Yakteen scratched the horse because he developed a fever, and that allows Cyclone Mischief, trained by Dale Romans, to get into the field.
It's important. This will be my 12th Derby starter, but you never know when the next one's coming. So you got to make the most of it every time.
Roman says he doesn't have a jockey yet for Cyclone Mischief. He wanted to see how things would play out over the next day or two. And of course, with the scratch of Lord Miles, that allows Mandarin Hero into the Kentucky Derby field once again.
I want to go back to Churchill Downs' statement because they doubled down with an email that came in just a little while ago. Very interesting. Given the unexplained sudden deaths, we have reasonable concerns about the condition of his horses and decided to suspend him indefinitely until details are analyzed. That's from Bill Mudd, the president and COO of Churchill Downs Incorporated. They have reasonable concerns.
After the suspension of Bob Baffert, to keep Bob Baffert out of 2 derbies after what took place and what happened with Medina Spirit, Churchill Downs, if they see something like this, if they see something that they do not feel like is right, needs to be investigated further, it's pretty clear that they're going to act swiftly and find out what's the cause or what's the root of all of this.
All right. Thank you very much, Ken.